Okay.
Sit back and watch this.
All right, we got Nick here, the groom. Tell.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Hammond, and I am the groom of the bride of Shalana Ann Shrew.
There you go. Okay, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and you just answer really honest. And if you want to add some other things, go ahead. Question number 1, Nick. What is the first? When was the first the groom noticed about? What was the? Let's start over on that one. What is the first thing the groom noticed about the bride?
On our first date?
What was the first thing you noticed about Shalanda, I guess, when you first met her?
Multiple things. Her beauty, for one. Her personality was very spunky and fun. She wasn't a shy girl, and I found that out. Why she has that is because of her family. They are very outgoing. So to live in this family, you have to have a very fun, outgoing attitude. So.
Okay, I better shut up. I don't want that funny laugh in the background. Where was your first date?
The drive-in at the Motor View in Riverdale.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what movies we watched because all we did was talk. And Shalana can vouch for that.
No kissing?
We had a very awkward first kiss. It was about...
Okay, stop.
It was after our first movie we watched. I remember we went to the bathroom. Our first kiss was before the bathroom. First movie was over. We leaned over, had a very awkward first kiss. I think I kissed like the bottom of her chin. It was pretty weird. But yeah, and then we went to the bathroom, and I remember when she came out, I held her hand on the way back to our car, and I felt like the luckiest man in the world.
Okay, number 3. What is the groom's favorite meal the bride prepares?
Pause.
Okay.
So let me ask you this: is it a homemade meal, or is it like a just out of
It says a favorite meal that the bride prepares for
I would
you.
have to say her Alfredo, her shrimp or chicken Alfredo, because she makes her Alfredo sauce from scratch, and it scares me every time she does it, but it turns out better than the ragu out of the can. So I would have to say that's my favorite meal.
What is the least favorite meal that the bride makes for you?
When she burns my eggs. When she makes burnt eggs. That's my least favorite one.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. What is your favorite color?
My favorite color first was green. It has recently changed to blue, and she should know that. So if that's one thing she knows about me, it should be that too.
What and where was your first job?
Oh, my first job was at the pet corral in Layton. I was a dog bather / learning how to groom, and I worked with my mom, and so that was my first technical, real job that I got paid for.
And we didn't know that till later on. We should open up a dog grooming place here too.
Dogs are no longer my thing.
I know, I'm just giving you that dog.
Love them, but I
don't want to do it again.
No.
What was your first car, Nick?
My first car was a 2000 Mustang V6. Love that baby.
When and how did you start dating?
When and how? Well, we went to school together. I noticed her. She was a photographer. Never talked or anything. It was about a year or two after high school. We actually met online, and I asked her out on a date. And
Fred, come on.
And that's how we actually started talking. Was online, and we met on the front porch.
Okay.
When and how did you start dating?
We went to school together at Roy High School. I knew her. No, I didn't know her, but I've seen her there. She was the photographer. And about a year or two after high school, we met online, and we started talking. And I met her on the front porch of her house about a day later, 2 days later.
And you've probably already answered this one, but I gotta re-ask you because it's on the questions. Where was your first kiss?
At the Motor View Drive-In in Riverdale.
Number 10. Who said I love you first?
I did.
And what's funny is she was not quite ready to say I love you yet, but I was, and so our word was loik. I loik you. So that was her loik. That was cross between like and love. So she would always use that word instead of the word actual love.
Number 11. How many children does Nick want?
Nick would be happy with 2 or 3.
Okay. Number 12. How many children does Shalanda want?
2 or 3.
Number 13. What is the groom's favorite thing about the bride? That would be you about Shalanda.
Right. Oh, gosh, there's obviously going to be a lot of things, and it's hard to narrow it down just to one. I would have to say the way she makes me feel. Could be having a bad day, and then when I see her name pop up on my phone, or she calls me, or I see her in person, it just brightens my day. I'd have to say that's the favorite thing, just the way she makes my heart feel.
This next question, Nick, is you're going to have to surmise. This is number 14. What do you think is Shalanda's favorite thing about you?
Besides my good looks, I don't know. I would have to say,
It's what you think might be her favorite thing.
man, I don't know. Maybe my eyes.
Number 15. When did you know it was love and that Shalanda was the one?
When did I know she was the one?
When did you know it was love? and
When I
that
knew it was
Shalanda-
love, is pretty soon when we started dating, because maybe you guys don't know, but my family would know that I had a lot of girls that were interested in me, but I could care less for. When I started talking to Shalanda, there was something about her that caught my attention in my eye, and about 2-3 weeks into dating, I knew I loved her. Never said it until a little bit later, but it was just her personality, her interests, her goals in life were similar to mine, and just the way she portrayed herself, I just fell in love with it, and that was that. When did I know she was the one? It was actually pretty early in life in our dating, but it was like about a year ago is when it actually hit my heart that I knew I couldn't live without her, and I knew that somebody would snatch her up if I didn't. So
You thought you better make your
I
mark
better
real
make
fast.
my move now, or it'd be too late. Yeah, like it. If you like it, you better put a ring on it.
Okay, number 16. What is your favorite band?
I would have to say, I don't have like a favorite band. I have to say an artist. I could say an artist.
Okay, yeah, that would be fine.
An artist. Oh man. I don't know. Genre of music, I like country music. It just depends on my mood, what I'm doing. I would have to say probably Brad Paisley as my country
Brad
artist.
Paisley, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Number 17.
Oh,
This next one
wow. Like she didn't hear
I
that.
didn't hear anything.
Okay. What would you say is Shalanda's most annoying habit?